Oh my God, guess what I just saw on Twitter? Fabrizio Romano has said that Martin Odegaard is coming to Arsenal. That they will be looking to finalize this shit almost immediately. A player who, was it someone, I think his name is Ashton, commented on my previous video on Odegaard and said that, oh, Arsenal were looking at him. And I just thought that this was just a rumour. This was just something Arsenal fans decided to run with. Oh, he says he wants to go on loan and everybody's trying to put two and two together, trying to make things happen. But wow. Wow. Martin Odegaard is a talent. I want to make that absolutely clear, and I'm going to repeat it. Martin Odegaard is a talent. Quality player. Beyond the shadow of a doubt, you cannot argue with that. He is an absolute talent at Real Madrid. Went on loan last season to Real Sociedad, who were also in the running, were taking him on loan again, but Arsenal seem to have triumphed over that. I'm interested to hear the reasons why that was. He obviously knows Real Sociedad, has played with them. I'm sure he was happy playing with them. When you look at some of his numbers last year and what he accomplished, played 36 games last season with Real Sociedad, 7 goals, 9 assists. Really good stats, to be really honest. I love those numbers. Getting a good amount of goals and assists. Very versatile player, can play both wide right, wide left. Obviously the number 10 is his position, so he's going to be coming in to challenge Smith Rowe. I know he can also play in central midfield as well, but I know other websites like transfermarket.co.uk don't really identify that. But I've seen him play there a couple of times for Real Sociedad last season. And I have to say, this is a fantastic coup for Arsenal. Fantastic. Like, this is brilliant for Arsenal to be able to get this deal over the line. I mean, we are getting a player who's talented, who has goals, assists, who can really, to be honest, and not just challenge Smith Rowe, but also challenge the likes of Pepe, challenge the likes of Willian, who generally play out wide as well. It is going to be very interesting to see how he fits in this Arsenal side. He has the technical ability and quality where this can work for Arsenal, for both parties. I would be interesting to see if he has some type of clause where he could come back on loan next season, or maybe some type of buying option could be a really good case. But my guess is that this is going to be a simple and standard 6-month loan on how it is. And I'm creating this video right now at 11 AM in the morning here in the UK. It's just gone 11, so the news is still really fresh. I'm sure by the time this video comes out and you guys see it, that a lot of things is going to be happening there, and we might be able to get a little bit more details on what's really going to happen around that. But I will say this is, again, fantastic news. Where is he going to play? Now, I do think the obvious is that he's going to play as a backup for Smith Rowe or challenge Smith Rowe. For me, I think for Smith Rowe's development, you got to stick with Smith Rowe. You know, obviously, with Odegaard, it's going to take him a while to be able to adapt to the Premier League. So my guess is that he's probably going to be a bench player at least when he arrives at Arsenal for at least the first 5 games. With him being at Arsenal whilst he gets his fitness up, whilst he gets used to playing the Arsenal way or the Arteta way. He's got to get used to that, get used to Premier League life, and then, and only then, will we be able to see how that's going to fit in with Arsenal going forward. Now, is he going to be playing on the left? Let's see, you got your options. You got Aubameyang there, who I'm not favoured with Aubameyang as one of our options. I've said this time and time again, we need to play Martinelli on the left, but then you got Martinelli there as well. So I think Odegaard could challenge Martinelli, but again, Martinelli's a young player and he's a player that we own. So you want to be able to make sure Martinelli has a good running in the team, so he continues his development as well. That's something that you do not want to stifle with an Odegaard, but an Odegaard is a quality player, and I honestly think at the very least Odegaard will be able to challenge Martinelli. On the right, you got Saka there. For me, depending on how Odegaard plays, I think he could challenge Saka, but right now for me, Saka is just an absolute Donner. Like, he is the complete Donny. Like, I think he is absolutely brilliant, and I would be shocked to see any player to be able to usurp Saka on that right hand side. Any player. I get it, Saka is going to need rest. He is going to need that, especially as Emile Smith-Rowe there as well. So I think Odegaard I could see him at the very least being a supplement player, coming on when Saka's either injured, suspended, or just needs some rest. But could he actually take over Saka? Is he better than Saka? You got to ask yourself these questions as Arsenal fans. Is he better than Saka? Is he better than Martinelli? Is he better than Emile Smith-Rowe? Right now, I don't know. I know Odegaard is a talent, and what he's producing out on the pitch, I think he's a really good player. He's the type of player that you want to build a team around. Very versatile player as well. I said he can play in central midfield as well. I've seen him do that for Real Sociedad, but he's more like an 8. He's far better. If he's in central midfield, he's always bombing forward. Always bombing forward. Would be interesting to find out how on the defensive side that he is with being able, tracking back, working hard. You know, one thing that Arsenal, I think, fail at when we do bring in signings is that ability to play that two-way football. You need to attack as well as defend, and for me, I ask that from every single player, whether you're out there scoring goals or creating assists. It's the one thing that Smith-Rowe, Saka and Martinelli do every single game, and even Laka to as well. You know, I don't want to forget Laka. He's doing that. So for me, if Odegaard could do that, that would be brilliant. Now, long term, and I know I'm speaking in hypotheticals, could you imagine Odegaard staying at Arsenal either for another season on loan, or we manage to get him on some type of permanent deal? We all know about Ceballos. Ceballos, for me, is a good player, but I don't think he's the type of player that we need. We need somebody who's more consistent, somebody that we can kind of partner with Thomas Partey and provide some level of consistency. And I don't feel that Ceballos can do that, and he hasn't been doing that, to be really honest. Ceballos has 5 or 10 games where he is absolutely brilliant, but then he will go on about 20 games where he is either average or just meh. But someone like an Odegaard, I view as being at a higher grade. He's someone that everybody has been talking about for many years, from when he initially signed at Real Madrid, and I am shocked and surprised Arsenal were able to get this deal over the line. I was sure he was going to go to Real Sociedad, which is why I never put up a video a couple of days ago. But to see this drop, this is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. But would be really interesting to kind of get your thoughts below. What are your thoughts on Martin Odegaard coming to Arsenal? It's all confirmed that Arsenal have won the loan signing for him, and that things are going to start to be put in motion over the next 48 hours, at least according to Fabrizio Romano off of Twitter, the football journalist. But what do you think of him? Do you think he's going to be useful? Well, I mean, you're Arsenal fans. Of course you're going to think he's useful. But, I mean, do you think that we have a chance of keeping him long term? Would you want to keep him long term? Interesting. Listen, leave your comments below. Be really interested in hearing that. Hit the like button on the video. It does help the channel out. And I will see you all on my next video, which is in link into the comments below. Do check out some of my other Arsenal comment, as well as on the end screens, which you can see here now. But until then, see you on my next video.